Kalgoorlie, population 33,000, is situated 597 kilometres northeast of Perth, Western Australia. Kalgoorlie came into existence in 1893 after Paddy Hannon and Tom Flanagan discovered gold near Mount Charlotte, less than 40 kilometres from Coolgardie. Modern day Kalgoorlie is a dynamic city in an oasis of rich gold deposits and an endless amount of pubs. It's said there's one in each corner and one in between, just in case you get thirsty on the way to the next one. Kalgoorlie's past has seen many colourful characters, and many modern day ones still return as part of the ongoing entertainment that seems to flow through the city. Kalgoorlie lays claim to Australia's largest open-cut gold mine, the Super Pit, as well as many other smaller gold and nickel mines. Security for infrastructure, such as mines, ports and other facilities, is crucial to not only the industries, but to the people that rely on its survival. What you are about to see is a visit to the Coors Nickel Mine, situated about 40 minutes drive from Kalgoorlie. Let's take a closer look at the typical duties required for a security officer at a mine site.
This is a contractor's sign-in book. All contractors have to be inducted before they can enter the mine. They sign in on this book, they show the security officer here at the gate their induction card, and then they're allowed access through the gate. All mine employees have an access tab. Just run over on this gate.
Oh, you got it?
I'm here at the Coors mine site. It's a nickel mine, isn't it, Justin?
Yes.
I'm here with Justin. We've just arrived. You saw Steve open the gate earlier, but I'm a guest here. I'm a visitor, and I need to be signed in, and I'm going to do a very brief occupational health and safety induction shortly. So this is typical of some of the things that you'd have to do as a security officer here?
It is, yes.
So everyone has to sign in?
Visitors through the visitor register.
Yeah.
All inducted personnel either sign in or they swipe in for the card.
Okay. All right.
What I'll get you to do, straight across there.
Can do.
Give you that visitor pass. That number just up there.
This number is 30?
It is.
Pass number 16.
Typically this would take place out
Pass
there.
number 16 for me. Okay.
So what you would actually do before you come on site, be it through the gate or be it through the personnel gate, is either swipe on there,
Yep.
the card reader there. Basically on the screen here, you see we've got a reading come up there, visit 16, time, date recorded in, and the actual method that you actually came in by.
Okay. So I signed in on the book, and it's obviously then, as I said, that me swiping on the gate is recorded on that database there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good stuff. Okay, Justin, can you tell us a little bit about your drug and alcohol testing process?
Basically, we have a system where a computer program brings up a random list. We have one for contractors, one for permanent staff. From there, of the list of 12 people, we'll obtain 3 of those people, preferably the first 3 on site for the day. The very first one gets drug and alcohol tested, the next 2 just get alcohol tested. They complete declaration, stating who they are, what they're required to do.
Yeah.
From there we do the actual procedure, which involves using a breathalyzer for the alcohol side of it. And urine sample with an instant test kit. If it goes positive, we send it away to a NATA agency for actual further testing.
Okay. Do you reckon you could give us a bit of an example of the breathalyzer? What's your process? What would you say to a person who's been nominated to do a breath test?
Essentially, they'd be called up via their supervisor. We don't contact people directly. We go through their supervisor for confidentiality reasons. From there, once they actually come into site or onto the medical centre here, we tell them what is required of them. We explain the process to them if they've never actually done one before. Okay, so
say I'm a miner and I've been elected to do the breath test. Can you say to me what you'd say to them?
Okay. What I'll get you to do, we're assuming you've filled in the form and so forth already.
Okay.
Is just blow into this reasonably gently until you hear it beep a few times.
So what do I blow into this long and continuous?
Yep.
Like this?
Just till I say stop. Yep, that'll do it.
Okay, Justin, how'd they go?
That comes up with 0.
0, okay. In the event that, say it blew, what's your tolerance here?
Our tolerance on site here is 0.02. The different tolerances throughout different sites vary from 0 through to 0.05. That depends completely upon company policy.
Okay, so if I was a miner and I actually blew 0.02, well, what would happen to me?
We do a retest. The second test is what we would actually work off.
Yep.
If it's going up from what you initially blew the first time, then chances are you'll be off site. If it's going under and you're well and truly under 0.02, then it's not an issue, you're allowed to go onto site.
Okay, what if I refused?
That's an automatic fail.
What happens then?
Disciplinary action as per management procedures.
Okay, so my employment's likely to be terminated if that's the case?
That's a possibility.
That's a possibility. Okay, thanks for that, Justin.
No worries. Okay, another aspect of the role is looking after access keys on site. The system we have on site here is unregistered site keys and also registered site keys. All of these registered site keys, they can only be copied by an actual locksmith under our vehicle keys. If you can see those there. We keep spares on site here for all company vehicles. And in addition, all keys are going to be allocated to different people. Okay, we're at the stores at the moment. Typically normal business hours, Monday to Friday, 7 till 4. We have actual staff members in here. What they do, they work in here obviously. They're in charge of receipting stuff in and sending it out for those that require it. After hours, that duty is taken care of by security. We come in, we won't allow anyone else into the stores unless specific lifting is required. And we'll issue the stock to those people that require it. Another role after hours is actually checking specific rooms or locations around site to ensure they're locked, and also checking specific gear. So here, for example, is one of our training rooms. We just do a quick check to make sure things like the digital projector and the computers are actually still here.
So who's got keys to this room?
Quite a few people around site, but the idea is to actually check that they've left it in a secure state.
Okay, and how many of these types of rooms would you have around the mine site?
About half a dozen.
Okay, so this is the emergency room.
Mm-hmm.
It's got all the gear, breathing apparatus and so on. And this is once again the job of the security to obviously inspect and make sure that all the equipment is in good working order and so on.
It is. It is.
Justin, this is a nickel mine. Can you tell me a little bit about how this mine might differ, say, from other mines in terms of security threats and security risks?
Primarily on a nickel mine, because of the magnitude of the volume of the product required to be stolen before it's economical for a thief to make a serious amount of money out of it. Our biggest risks are from theft of company property and other contractors' property. Whereas, say, for a gold mine or a diamond mine, it's theft of actual product that's probably their biggest risk.
And I suppose it would be fair to say that the security at something like, say, a gold mine or, say, Argold diamond mine, they would have like closed circuit TVs, X-ray machines and the works,
Should be
wouldn't they?
significantly higher.
One of the things you mentioned that you have to do out here on the mine site is vehicle inspections. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, they're primarily from a safety perspective, but the security aspect's also taken into account. I want to make sure that all vehicles and the equipment that they're bringing on are safe to actually operate, not going to do any further damage to anyone or any equipment on site. From there, any vehicles leaving site, we also do brief random inspections to make sure nothing's being knocked off. Yeah, we're actually recording details of the company that actually owns the vehicle, the date we did it, type of vehicle, and also the registration. Do a quick run through, make sure the vehicle's registered. That's very important. If it's an unregistered vehicle, there's certain ramifications in regards to insurance if there should be an accident involving it. And things from a safety point of view, things like seat belts, if there's any dangerous goods coming in, lights, horns, reverse alarms, tyres, brakes, steering. Just check the overall general condition of the vehicle as well. In addition, things like fire extinguishers, first aid kits, anything else that may be relevant for that particular vehicle or piece of equipment. Another thing we do on site here is also check out any electrical equipment they're bringing in, any oxyacetylene equipment, lifting equipment, working from heights equipment, anything that may need a further safety inspection done on it. Should all that be okay, the person's actually site inducted, then we'll issue an actual sticker that goes on the windscreen just to signify that at some stage in the last 12 months that vehicle has been inspected. That's not to say that we won't inspect it again if need be. Okay, what we're looking at now, or very soon, will be the feed coming through those cameras that you saw earlier on. Just bring those up. All our camera feed at the moment on this site is viewed digitally as against the old television system.